Okay, so now you've been asked to do keyword research for, half a dozen pages or so, and you're noticing the client has a lot of pages which seem to have the same topic.
Correct. There are landing pages for specific clientele, and there's
Okay.
multiples for each type of client,
So it
construction
sounds okay.
or whatever.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like when you say clientele, are these like portfolio kinds of pages?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's basically, we'll do websites for these businesses. We
Yeah.
can specialize them. We've done them before. It's just, to pull in those clients looking for
Yeah. Yeah.
legal websites or what have you.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty common. So, and you're thinking about it right. We want to have one page per topic. So, like one of the final steps of our keyword research process is, is deciding which keywords go on which pages, knowing that it's not one keyword per page, but a funnel of keywords per page. And so we want to then pick the page that is the most sales oriented for that, right? So in this case, if there's such as like a portfolio page, so if we're doing, uh, whatever. I mean, so you said there's some construction or some lawyer pages, but you also have a page for like lawyer websites or construction websites,
Right.
right? And so it sounds to me like someone previously had gone through the portfolio pages and said website for lawyers on a one lawyer page and website for lawyers on another lawyer page. Is that kind
Yeah,
of
and
what we're
even
describing
I
here?
think one of them is like, legal websites, and the other one's like website for lawyers. I mean, I
Ah,
think,
yeah,
we
yeah,
can certainly combine that and get all of
right.
those keywords in one page, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why we don't put keyword per page. We put a list of keywords per page. So what I would do is unoptimize the portfolio pages in the sense that make sure the title tag is not like using or what we might call poaching a keyword from the main service page by optimizing the title tag, the H1 on the portfolio page to be like so and so legal practices website. Here's an example of one of the many legal websites we built. Legal websites becomes a clickable link to the sales page that you're
oh,
optimizing,
that's a good idea. Oh,
right?
it gave me a lot more work to do. Yay.
Yeah, but it helps
Yeah.
because we're number one, we're focusing
Yes.
all the keywords on one page. We should have about 800 words of content on that page. I know people don't like that, but that's what we need, right? And so we're building that page out. It's really focusing the unoptimized the portfolio pages, but we still link with the words for we have several other legal websites or legal websites are a specialty or do you have a law firm and you need a legal website? Go look at our services, right? But that clickable link with the anchor text of one of the phrases for which you want the sales page to rank for. So that clickable text on the portfolio page can vary. On one, you might say legal websites, and the other one, you might say website for lawyers, but they all link to the sales page,
Yeah.
right? Which you're optimizing for all these variations. And so Google takes the clickable text, the anchor text, is very important for Google to understand what the purpose of a page that receives that link is about. And we can get away with a lot more anchor text keywords in our anchor text on our internal website. That would be a problem if we were linking from other websites to ours, right? So that's how I would do this. Now, you could double check this by going into Search Console. I'm presuming they already have a legal website's landing page. And
Or
then they
two.
have, right? Yeah. So I would go and find like the biggest, go into Search Console and I would go into um, the performance data and I would filter by their sales page. And I would look at the queries bringing traffic to that sales page. Okay. So then I'd click on the phrase that probably brought the most impressions, not necessarily clicks, but impressions. Now within the filter at the above on the performance in your search console, I would uncheck the URL you gave it originally and then select the pages. So what you're going to see is all the pages that received impressions for that same phrase on the website. Okay. And so that's going to show you if two pages on your own website are competing for the same phrase.
Okay.
Right. Now, sometimes portfolio pages, maybe like this, don't have a lot of content, so Google probably isn't going to serve it. But that means optimizing it doesn't really help anyway, right?
The
Right?
landing pages.
Yeah, it's not a good landing page. It's just a picture of a website,
Right.
right? It's not a particularly helpful landing page. Maybe it shows up for the client's brand name, right? Which it would be kind of weird if you're searching for a law firm and you found their web developers page.
I have to dig pretty deep to find that. Unless
Yeah, it's probably not going to rank for anything, show up very often anyway. But that little trick to find a phrase to a page and then see what other pages are being served from that can help you determine if you're cannibalizing your own keywords on your own site. So if it weren't a portfolio page and instead you had a web page, let's say you were a law firm, right? Let's say you're a law firm and you're like, you had a page for lawyers, a page for attorneys, a page for lawsuits, a page for law firms, a page for class action lawsuits or whatever. And so you did all these things. This would be a great way to see, oh, number one, which page does Google like the most, which it serves up the most. Now you know which of the other pages to redirect to, because the other pages Google clearly doesn't like very much, right? And that helps you determine this, what we call cannibalization, which is the idea that you're you're working against yourself and there's several pages Google could potentially serve for one keyword. We don't want that. We want Google to serve one page, our page. We don't want Google to guess or try to figure out or test. We want one page for them to serve. And this little process will help you. So as you do this, if your client pushes back and says, no, I want these to rank, whatever, they probably don't rank. You could go in the Search Console and show they aren't ranking, or you're cannibalizing yourself, right? And you could provide the Search Console data to say, we're actually hurting ourselves to do this. Instead, I would like to focus this page on those keywords too. And whoever writes the page, give them the list of keywords and say, include as many of these as you can. And you have them sorted by biggest search volume to least, right? So now you know which ones are most important, and you've not cannibalized yourself. Does that help give you a little bit of action there?
that helps me a lot. That gives me a lot of next things to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, web developers are great. Web developers fight me more often than not on optimization things. So you might have to show them the data.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Now it's a conversation about data. And it's not personal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not, I don't trust you, Anoa. I'm going to argue with Google's data. Well, okay, good luck with that. I mean, this is real. This isn't like I made up some numbers here. But
Got it.
good.
It's perfect.
Okay.